with Errol
Mean
right
Machine.
now. That's it. You're not even thinking.
Mean Machine. That's
so you
where
don't
I'm
have
at.
none of that in your mind.
Mean Machine.
Really? Is that just like a focus
That's it.
thing, or
That's it. That's all. Mean Machine.
is it just about being focused though, or because you don't want to like
That's where I'm at.
divert attention? Is it always like this? Do you always only concentrate?
That's right.
So you never look forward. It's
Never.
just all about
You
that.
can't look for it. The fight haven't happened yet.
Yeah. Is it something? Let me ask you this: is it something that you still care about in the future?
We should see.
I thought it was very cool when not talking about boxing now. When the accident happened, you guys have whatever you have, but I saw on social media you like reached out, you said, hey, like, you know, like person to person, hope you're okay. I thought that was really cool. I know a lot of people, just kind of reading the comments, people were, I think, impressed that you had that reaction.
Yeah.
Like, sport aside, like, as a person, you cared about him.
Yeah, I feel like boxing as a whole, is a family. When one fighter or fellow fighter get hurt or injured in a serious way, we all come together and wish that person and his family well.
Yeah. Did you guys speak since he had the accident? No. No. How about Shakur Stevenson? I was looking at your Instagram before. I know that's your guy, right?
It's my little brother, man.
Yeah. How about Shakur? I was looking at an article. I can't remember who wrote it. I was looking at something, and they were comparing like these legendary fighters to young guys in the game right now, and they compared Shakur to Floyd defensively and whatnot. Yeah. You know Shakur as well as anybody. Talk to me about Shakur and what this guy has, what he's going to do in his future.
Man, he don't get hit. As you can see, the game is to hit and not get hit, and that's boxing, and he perfected that. He's young, he's getting stronger each and every time he steps foot in the ring, and he's only going to get better.
Is he like all-time great potential? Like, are we talking about that kind of potential in this kid?
Well, we have to see, but he sure got the skills. There's a few things he need to work on, but I feel like, he's learning and he's willing to do everything he have to do to get to that level.
I know you're bigger than him. Do you ever spar together?
We spar all the time.
Oh, what happens?
Yeah.
Does Terence Crawford hit Shakur Stevenson, who can't be hit?
Yeah, we just work. We just work.
What else we can do? If the Mean Machine's watching this, what do you say to him now? I know we got a little bit. We got a couple weeks, a month or so until you step in there at MSG. But what's the message to him?
Good luck with his training. That's it.
That's it. Did you, when you were, now you got to go. When you were young, you said you lost as an amateur. Did you fight? When you were in, school, were you a guy that, got into fights and stuff?
I fought everywhere.
Did you? On the street?
Yeah.
What's, the best street fighting story?
Probably.
And did you know you were good when you did you say, man, I'm talented, I could fight?
Nah, I always knew I could fight.
You always knew?
Yeah, I could fight.
Were you just a good athlete?
Yeah.
You went on the football field, whatever it was?
All
you
that.
were just good?
Yeah, all that.
What was your second best sport?
I would say football when I was younger, but when I started getting a little older, basketball.
Do you think you could have, if you dedicated yourself, could you have been a basketball player professionally?
I was too short, and I couldn't jump. I could shoot, but I couldn't jump too high.
You got a nice jumper?
Yeah, so I'd say I would have made it on the football field faster than I would have made it.
Really? Do you think
I was 4'11" in the 9th grade, so.
Really? And you just shot up?
Yeah, I was a little guy.
But you were always out there, and you could handle yourself.
Oh yeah, I always can handle myself because I was always strong for my size.
It's funny. I hear some guys. We had some UFC fighters in here recently, and they were like, "Oh no, we never got in street fights." So I think it's interesting that.
I used to stay getting in fights.
Really?
Yeah, I stayed.
Why? You're the nicest, mellowest dude.
Yeah, because, man, it's just...
Were they, testing you because you were small or something?
Yeah, somewhat. I think I had that little man complex.
And you just beating everybody up?
Yeah. I used to... Boop. So...
They probably say now, I got beat up when I was young by Terence Crawford.
Yeah, probably.
December 14th, Madison Square Garden, the world's most famous arena on ESPN. You're fighting the Mean Machine, a guy who is... I didn't know too much about, but when I watched his highlights, this guy, he's undefeated, he's never lost, he's got a lot of knockouts. Now, we all know you, one of the best pound-for-pound boxers in the world. Just talk to me about fighting this guy, what challenges he presents, and how you're going to take care of him.
Well, he's a tough opponent. I never been in the ring with him, so I really don't know the type of challenges he opposed. He's a two-time Olympian, so that means he can fight, and I can't take him lightly, and I got to go in there 110% ready and fit mentally and physically.
Is it hard to get yourself up for these fights because you are so good? You could walk away right now and you're one of the greatest boxers to have ever lived. Like you're a legend already. You know what I mean? Is it hard to even take a guy who's an Olympian and has never lost? Is it hard to take him seriously because you are so talented?
Never. You know, each and every time I take a step in the ring, I'm always serious. You know, I always get up on every fighter because I always want to put a good show on and put a great impression on each and every person that watched me fight, that I am the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world.
How important is that? Being undefeated. If I see a guy lose, if it's a controversial loss, say like, man, like even if you get the rematch, like, you still have that loss. Is that really important to you?
Well, it's important to whoever have it.
Yeah.
You know, it's however they feel. When you look at all the great fighters that's going down for the best fighters in the world to ever walk the planet of the earth, they all have losses except Rocky Marciano and Floyd Mayweather. You know, but people can arguably say both of those fighters never fought the top competitors in their prime. You know, but the fighters that did fight the top competitors in their prime, you know, some of them lost.
Yeah.
And then some of them went back to beat the ones that they lost to, but at the same time they lost. So, you know, it's a give and take.